Why can no one own the moon? It hangs there every night, the same silver disk humans have stared at for 100,000 years. We have flown to it, walked on it, driven across it, and brought pieces of it home, and yet not a single person, not a single company, and not a single country on Earth is allowed to own even 1 square inch of it. The moon belongs to everyone, and to no one. That is not an accident or an oversight. It is one of the most deliberate legal decisions humanity has ever made, and it was made in the middle of the most dangerous rivalry in history. Start with the most famous image of all. In July 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin planted an American flag on the surface of the moon. To a watching world, it looked like a conquest, the way explorers had planted flags to claim new land for 500 years. But this flag claimed nothing. The United States government stated plainly that planting it gave America no ownership of the moon whatsoever. It was a symbol, not a deed, and the reason lay in a treaty signed 2 years earlier. In 1967, at the height of the Cold War, the world's nations agreed to the Outer Space Treaty. Its language is beautiful and blunt. Outer space, it says, including the moon and other celestial bodies, is not subject to national appropriation by claim of sovereignty, by means of use or occupation, or by any other means. In plain English, no country can claim the moon, not by flag, not by landing, not by building on it, not by any trick at all. The treaty calls space the province of all mankind, a global commons like the open ocean, belonging to all of humanity and owned by none. More than 100 nations have signed it, including every country capable of actually going there. But why would rival superpowers agree to give up the greatest prize in the sky? Because they were terrified of the alternative. When the Soviet Union launched Sputnik in 1957, the space race became a nuclear race by other means. Both sides were building rockets powerful enough to reach the moon and powerful enough to carry warheads. The real fear was simple. If one superpower reached the moon first, might it claim the high ground of space, plant weapons there, and hold the entire Earth hostage from above? The Outer Space Treaty was, in truth, less a property law than a peace treaty for the sky. It banned nuclear weapons in orbit, forbade military bases on the moon, and declared that the heavens would be used for peaceful purposes only. Neither rival would own the moon, because the only thing worse than not having it was the other side having it. And yet, almost immediately, someone spotted a loophole. The treaty forbids nations from owning the moon, but it says nothing explicitly about private individuals. In 1980, an American named Dennis Hope decided that was a door left open. He declared himself the owner of the moon, filed a claim at his local county office, wrote to the United Nations announcing it, and, when no one replied, treated their silence as permission. Then he started selling it. Over the decades, his lunar embassy claims to have sold millions of lunar plots to customers around the world for around $20 an acre. But there is a fatal flaw in the paperwork. Ownership of land only means something if a government can recognize and defend your title. And no government on Earth is allowed to own the moon, so none can grant you a piece of it. The treaty also makes each nation legally responsible for supervising its own citizens in space, which means you cannot privately own what your own country is forbidden to own. Those lunar deeds are charming novelties. In law, they are worth exactly nothing. There was once an attempt to go even further. In 1979, a second treaty, the Moon Agreement, tried to declare the moon and its resources the common heritage of mankind, to be shared by all nations through an international authority. It was idealistic and bold, and it failed almost completely. Fewer than 20 countries ever ratified it, and not one of the major spacefaring powers, not the United States, not Russia, not China, would sign. The dream of a moon owned equally by all of humanity was quietly abandoned by everyone who could actually reach it, which leaves the question that now hangs over the 21st century. You cannot own the moon, but can you own what you dig out of it? The moon holds water ice, rare metals, and helium-3, a possible fuel of the future. And here, the old certainty starts to blur. In 2015, the United States passed a law letting its companies keep and sell any resources they extract from space. Luxembourg soon did the same. The 2020 Artemis Accords, now signed by more than 60 nations, formalized the idea. You cannot own the ground, but you can keep what you mine. The way a fishing boat cannot own the ocean, but owns the fish it catches. China and Russia have refused to join, warning that this quietly rewrites the rules in America's favor. And critics ask a sharp question. If a nation lets its companies profit from the moon, has it not started to own it after all? That argument is not settled. It may be the defining dispute of the next century. So why does no one own the moon? Because at the one moment in history when we could have carved it up, we chose not to. Two enemies who agreed on almost nothing agreed on this: that some things are too vast, too shared, and too dangerous to belong to anyone. The moon remains what it has always been, the one piece of ground above every human head that all of us can look at and none of us can keep. This was the story of the moon, told the Sankofa way. Go back and get it. If it moved you, tell us in the comments whose story we should tell next. Until then, stay upright.